Ah, it's like slipping into a hot tub. So, got the bike back. My God, that's a lot of water. We're just gonna ride by and see what all this water's about. Yeah, so I'm back at Duke City. Just got my bike back. They compensate me 10% for the trouble I've gone through, and they informed me that Thunderbird had the wrong. Well, first of all, apparently the water main broke over here, bubbled overnight because they didn't want to pay for overtime. The city didn't want to pay for overtime to get it all fixed. And by the next morning, it was just rampant. It was just horrible. Yeah, so I got my bike back. They compensated me 10% for the extra time that I've had to wait. You know, better than nothing. They had a bad O-ring inside the air cleaner. So for the last year, all those times I had leaking issues with them, it was because the crew over at Thunderbird didn't know what to do. They didn't know what supposed to be where, and don't know their asses from their hats. So I got my bike back. Yay! I can go back to trying to do some moto vlogs. See if I can edit some crap together. Oh, and they gave me a little note for a free bike wash next time I come in. They weren't able to clean it because, as you saw, their water main has been out of commission all day. Oh, it feels so good to be back on the bike. I am a little disappointed by the 10% off and not having anything more than that. But objectively, I have to look at it from their perspective as well, because not only are they fixing a problem that another shop had done, but the only real thing that I have an issue with is having to leave my bike with them for so long. I mean, freaking week. You know, they've had it, and finally got it operating properly. Oh shoot! Like riding right into the sunset. Hate that crap. You know, it's kind of funny how just finally getting your bike back puts you in such a better mood that you kind of forget why you were so pissed off in the first place. I mean, I was like ranting and raving to anybody who would listen about the inequities of these two shops and what I had to go through to get my bike fixed, and you know, woe is me, and how horrible these people are, these villains. I'm still pissed off. I mean, you know, having to make an appointment and then still not having it worked on for a week, that's annoying as hell. But, you know, as soon as I get on this bike, turn it on, strap on the helmet, you know, I don't know, I feel like I'm a lot more forgiving than I was before I showed up. Having it back, you know, rideable, and just want to go, you know, goof off on the road or something. Yeah, so my friend came and picked me up from the house to go get the bike. Really appreciate that. But he walks up to the door and he hands me this letter that had been slipped into my screen door. Now, I like never use my front door. I always go through my garage. So he shows up and hands me this letter, and on the front of it, it says, "Dear neighbor." So right away, I'm thinking, shit. What? I'm thinking, yeah, I got a neighbor here going to be complaining about my yard again. I know it looks like shit. I was working on it just yesterday, and I was like, they shouldn't be complaining right now. I mean, well, they have plenty of reason to complain. Don't get me wrong. I acknowledge that my yard is shit, and they have every right to complain about me, and they have to the city a couple times. But I was working on it just the other afternoon. As you know, I actually tried to make a moto vlog and realized that my camera was shift to the side, so most of it's on angle, and I don't know if I can actually reorient the image. I think I can, probably with my editing software. I'll give it a shot. But that whole video, I was just ranting about Duke City and how pissed off I was, all the while taking frustration out on weeds and a black widow. I hate me my black widows. Yeah, so he hands me this letter. It says, "Dear neighbor." And I'm looking at it, and it's all handwritten, so I'm thinking it's some angry letter. And it's pretty thick, too, and I'm like, oh, God. It's going to be a really long letter. But I open it up, and it's an invitation to a musical choir or something here in town. 2 free tickets. And I'm thinking, I think they got the wrong house. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they got the wrong house, because, one, my neighbors don't even know my name, let alone like me. And 2, why would they just randomly give anybody free tickets to look at their kids' choir or whatever? I don't even know what it is. Well, the whole thing is a moot point anyway, because it's next week on a Thursday at 7 o'clock, which means I will be working right up till it starts, and there's no way I can make it. Hello. Could have sworn that was Ron Perlman. No. Not Ron Perlman. So I don't think I'll be going, which will probably tick off my neighbors and say, "Oh, you're too good to go to my kids' choir." Yes. Yes, I am. Well, thank you for joining me on this fine evening. I hope you enjoyed your motovlogging episode with me. If you enjoyed this video, please hit like, comment, and subscribe. And maybe I'll see you next time. Grimmoto out.